Mute, there we go.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
They're all on.
Yep, you're live now.
And then
Okay.
if you wanna see me, the computer, I gotta push share then, don't I?
Yes.
Sure.
You can do that already?
Yeah,
or do
you can do that. Oh, yeah. There's what you want to do. That should give, yep.
There
you
it
go.
is, okay.
Just like magic.
I guess if you wanted to unshare, we could during the, like the opening, in the minutes and stuff, would that be better?
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Okay, we don't have an
Whenever you're
attorney
ready,
here,
Doug.
but I guess it's.
What's that?
Said we're missing one of our attorneys, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, well. that's
We'll,
all
we'll
right.
start
We'll stay,
anyhow.
we'll stay away from the legal stuff.
There you
It's
go.
easy.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay, it's 9 o'clock, so, we'll call the meeting to order. We obviously have a quorum here. Appreciate everyone's attendance, especially on a slick morning that you had to be careful, a little more careful than normal getting here. But, we do have a quorum. And so, the first item that we need to address, this morning would be the minutes from last meeting. And Amy's provided a very detailed listing of the minutes. Are there any additions, corrections, or questions regarding the minutes from the November 4 meeting? If not, we'll entertain a motion to accept as presented.
Also move.
You got a question,
Second.
Steve?
Nope,
You're good?
second.
Okay, motion's been made and second. All in favor of adopting the minutes from November 4th? Aye.
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 It's carried. Now we get to the agenda for today. Mike, looks like you have Blue Creek on for the first item for discussion.
Yep, Blue Creek, so this is a location of it, 350 south and 200 east here. There's the owner of this land would like to kind of spruce up the ditch, so that's a great thing. Where we have this circle here is a bend in Blue Creek there. It's a big washout as it's moving towards the neighbor to the east. We have a proposal from Luganville Excavating, as you can see, straighten 400 feet of east end of property. Haul sediment over to north side, so it's depositing on the south side, he'll put it back on the north. Excavate in rock edge 400 feet by 15 by 18 inches deep. And then place and supply 300 ton of riprap on that. This is similar to what we've been doing along the highway roads. Here he's gonna get out the sediment out of the inside of that bow. And take it over to the north side again and place it, but it's similar. The proposal for that section is $31,650. Let me go to, I can give you a better close up of it. Okay, right there you go. So you can see how it's depositing the soil on the south side there and it's taking it away on the north side here. So that's what he wants to fix, and he has to take it over almost to the property line because of the gouge that's getting in there, the erosion. In the Blue Creek system, we have $69,143.37 in it. There is about $1,000 for payroll that'll come out of that for our guys working there on the next claim. Would that be right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Roughly, approximately $1,000. So that would leave $68,143 right now. The yearly collection is $14,922 on the Blue Creek system. That's the largest system that we have and flows a lot of water through there. I guess the yearly collection I said was $14,922. $31,650 is a proposed cost on that. Feelings, questions for you guys?
How's he gonna put that soil back? How's he gonna anchor that in?
Well, it has to do with the riprap and I think what he's thinking that when he takes it out of the one side, out of the south side there, that he's gonna rework it and put it back over to the north side there, and then that's what the riprap would be over also.
So is he gonna key it in like typical SCS?
Yeah, he's gonna key
Or
in
NCRS standard and key that in?
18 inches, let's see. Yeah, excavate in rock edge, 400 feet by 15 feet up, and then 18 inches deep is what he's looking.
When that 18 inches, is that down below the muck?
Well, there isn't much muck in there. That is actually.
Okay, is
pretty
it down below,
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
looking
it's
at
below
hard
the
pan,
floor.
it's below the hard pan.
Yeah, below the hard pan. Yeah, that's
Okay.
where he's gonna start at the hard pan. Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, I don't think there's muck here. Not as we typically have muck.
okay,
But it must be enough gravel there and to allow it to erode.
cause I guarantee you, if he doesn't key that in with that riprap, he'll lose it.
It's gonna
That
slide
thing will
down
be
in.
lost.
It'll slide down in.
Yes.
Right, yeah, and, we've been successful with the roads. I think so far the, like 000 up there and has held really nice. I've looked at it too. Actually has some nice growth coming through there. I don't know whether we wanna do something with that someday, but.
And that's, appears that it needs done, but it is a lot of money
It's,
for a huge system.
it's a lot of money, I know.
Yeah, I just, that's the air question. I said, I know he has to make a profit, but he's doing 400 feet and it's $31,000. That's
It's pretty
good.
solid.
Yeah, pretty good hunk of change there. And there's something that he sees that we don't see here in this proposal.
300 ton of riprap.
I'm sure that
Staggering
the estimates,
No,
the job's gonna get done right.
oh yeah, I'm not
Question
worried
is-
about that.
Question is, do we need to get another estimate? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
the
there's,
same way with your.
it's not gonna get done, what, is that project gonna get done this winter? If we approve it?
So Brent is working right now dipping out the brown airs, so he thinks that'll be done in a couple days, and then he's looking for the next jobs. Now, whether this one, I didn't ask what he's looking forward to. But I know it's probably weather dependent, because he's gonna have to move in that field there. It's not like working along a roadway.
Well, boards, questions, concerns here?
There any filter strip along that?
Pardon me?
Grass filter strip?
There is a pretty decent strip, not real wide. It's, and you can see where it's eroded out there. It's pretty much up to the edge, but, that's a proposal. I've suggested that they can put a filter strip, NRCS would fund that right now. We're
The people
working,
who own that, would they be favorable to this?
I don't know yet. I didn't get a,
Who owns the ground right there? Harris own that?
Harris, yeah, Doug Harris.
Yeah.
Doug, okay, I bet he would, I would guess he would, it's a guess.
So I know previously Paul would put in a year's collection or half a year's collection or 50% of it. It's all open for you. I understand it's a lot of money out of that system, and you can see how much we spend in it because we're collecting the almost $15,000 a year collection, and that's the size of that.
Do you anticipate any other, major Blue Creek projects, and anyone been bumping you about Blue Creek or anything?
There's another place that we have right down, right to the west of there, that has a lot of inlets, the washouts going in, the surface flows. But that's gonna be pretty minor, just a matter of reshaping them, putting a little stone in them also. And they're willing to share that also.
Is Harrison willing to share a cost on this?
I believe, so his intention is there to have Luganville go all the way along there and just fix it and make it look good. So he's willing to share that. He's gonna do all that too, so I think he probably would. Yeah. Yes, I believe he would. So. This is another tough one here.
Yeah,
A small
Well-
spot, a lot of money.
but need to make a decision one way or the other on this project.
And go half.
What, say it again?
I'm willing to go half.
Like 1 year's collection?
1 year's collection, yeah.
Yeah.
What's 1 year's collection on this?
14,000.
14 what?
15,000, 14,900 and 22.
15,000.
15,000.
If you're willing to do half, when do these, will that work?
Well,
Simply.
I'll propose it to you guys. We'll do that. I believe that's a good compromise.
Well, doesn't mean he won't come back to us saying, no, that doesn't, so
Right, yeah.
I'll go ahead and make a motion that we spend up to $15,000 on this project.
Second.
Okay, motion has been made to spend up to $15,000 on the Blue Creek project. And Mike's gonna check with Mr. Harris to see if he's helping him and Luke and Bill.
Yep.
Let them decide what they wanna do on the other half. So any more discussion on that? Stevie will,
Oh, I look at that doggone bend and think we're gonna spend $30,000 or somebody's gonna spend $30,000 to fix that bend. Why is that bend even there? That probably is a really stupid question.
Well,
No,
that,
No, it's not.
What
that's,
would it cost to take that bend out of there and then we'd never have to spend another dime on it?
that's hydrology right there.
I know, I know.
Yeah, if you're
Well, I
gonna do
don't
hydrology on stuff like that, then this board needs to hire either an engineer or a land surveyor to shoot the new line, design everything up. If you're gonna do everything within the existing channel, it's called maintenance, and we can do maintenance.
Okay.
And I would consider this maintenance because as you look at that big pile here, that is the soil deposit there. A lot of it's going down here.
well, there is a motion on the floor to go up to 15,000 on this project.
I'll second that motion.
It did, it's second.
It was
Yeah,
second.
He did.
We're
You
gonna,
already
we're gonna
did.
take a vote. All in
I know.
favor?
Aye.
Alright,
Motion's carried. Mike?
Okay.
hang on here a minute.
One question, Mike, if Luke and Bill has this on his plate in the near future, before we have another drainage board meeting and the agreement is to go forward, we're okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
15,000.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to make sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to wait for another meeting for
No.
Mike to come back and give us an update, okay?
Nate, you got something to say? You look like you're getting ready to say something. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, motion's carried to go up to 15,000 on the Blue Creek project. Next item, number 3 on our agenda is the Omnibus Long, requesting a variance.
Yep.
Go ahead, Mike.
So I have the layout here. This is 000 and 800 South right here. It tees into 000. So that's their place. If you drive down there, he's the guy with the sheep. And he has really nice sheep out there. I'll blow it up here. So these are all buildings, the middle one's, I think that's a poultry barn and he's got livestock. This is the hoop one there. This building is they're manufacturing in there. They're making plastic windows, double hung windows and barn windows of kind that you would just, open up part way, hangs on a holder and you push them shut. And doors, they're making plastic doors also. It's amazing, what he's doing, but that's that's not part of the question here. But they want to build an addition on here of, not the entire width of this building, the width of the first peak here. From where my cursor is over to the edge here.
Wiggle your cursor again.
Right here. So the original building is from here to here, and you see there's a lean-to built
Yeah.
on here already.
Yeah.
So they want to extend the original building out, and they want to bring it to within 50 feet of this closest part here. So it'd be from here, again,
How many feet is
along here, 50 feet, and it'd be 70 feet on the other side. Again, I'm not on my screen. So it'd be 50 feet, so that's the variance that you have in front of you. To construct a building 50 feet from the Farlow legal open drain, condition that if it's granted, that they'll pay any additional costs incurred as a result of this variance in the event it's ever maintained or reconstructed.
That's from top of bank, correct?
It's top of bank, yes, 50 feet from the top of the bank. There's trees here, to the east, the north side is open all the way along there. We dipped to the Farlow to his fence line to the west there, last winter. This part was not bad at that time, so only dipped in part way. I think it's a good use, the guys are responsible. 50 feet would still give us enough room to get through there if we had to.
Normally we look at 75.
Yeah, 75 would be our
No, yeah,
standard.
75 is drainage code, so.
Yeah, it would be 70 feet on the other side of the building, because the ditch moves away from it.
You say the building's gonna be for manufacturing or it's not
Pardon?
it's not gonna be a livestock building? It's,
Right, presently, that's a manufacturing building in there. I think, I call it a small business.
Excuse me for laughing. You didn't answer the question. Is it going to be for livestock at any point in time?
At the present, no. I don't believe so.
he sounds like an Amishman talking.
I believe it's gonna be used. I've been
We
around
gotta be
this long
careful
enough.
because if it's gonna be livestock and we're only 50 feet from the ditch.
I know. Instant runoff.
You gotta be careful.
So, just,
I don't know. I mean, you
Can,
can only go with a person tells you it's gonna be for manufacturing.
can this be subject to continuing?
I think you
manufacturing?
can't, I think the variance you can put subject to staying manufacturing. If it becomes, if it no longer is manufacturing, becomes livestock, it becomes null and void. Then he's gonna have to come back in and talk to us.
Live with that.
So the part of the building here, where that lean-to is, you can't see it well in here. He's got I don't know what you'd call that, he uses horses for ponies.
Yeah, that's his
To
That's his
drive
lean-to
the
to
mechanism.
power the
They walk
equipment,
and
yeah.
It's geared up and there's a line shaft going in the
Right.
building and he's running table saws and
Right.
planers and everything off of that. So he says, I said, how long the horses will? And he says, oh, sometimes they'll walk at that speed for 4 hours and then they need a break. They'll stop, he says. They'll just stop.
Bill, it's up to the board, but I don't have any problem with the variance if we know it's gonna be manufactured. If it switches to livestock along the way, we've asked for problems.
I'll make a motion to accept the variance as long as the building stays as a manufacturing type structure and no longer, and is not used for livestock or poultry or pigs or something like that. If it becomes that, he shall come back to the board, not may, he shall come back to the board.
Not to be stupid here, but does that include dog breeding?
Yes, any type of animal.
All right, make
And,
sure you put
yeah,
that in.
and the question is that we're faced with every time we deal with situations is who's gonna check?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's just like with everything. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. And if somebody out there complains, Mike will probably go out. Or if Mike's out that way. The bottom line is, this board, we don't have the personnel to hire a
No, we don't.
police
We don't.
to do this.
So, but here's the thing, when he constructs the building, Mark Quinn will be out there doing his check. So that would be one way to monitor it. So Bill made a motion to accept the variance, providing that it does not involve livestock. Right?
Animals of any type, but
Is there a second to that motion?
Yeah, we'll second it. You're
Can I
not
ask-
gonna leave
Can I
anytime
ask a question?
soon.
Sure, Mike, go ahead.
Do we amend the variance request or do we attach that to it?
ask your attorney.
If we have a variance request and they
Yep.
want to put a restriction or a subject to use, staying a manufacturing building, not a livestock building. Do we amend that or do we attach it to that?
I think what we do is, yeah, cause I think you record these.
Yeah, we record them when after it's signed here.
Mm-hmm. So what we could do, let's see here. Conditions, okay.
He's requesting 25 feet closer to the open ditch than we normally would approve.
Okay.
instead of 75 feet, it's 50 feet you want.
Right here where it says conditions, I would type right there, see additional conditions attached here to is exhibit A.
Okay.
And then you attach that exhibit A to this and record them together. We already have our standard condition paragraph, and when you have any additional conditions, yes, how you do it.
Sorry, I want to do that
Mike.
before.
Amy, Mike, you have the, Marcus? Okay. Any other discussion on this motion? If not, we'll take a vote. All in favor of approving the variance of 50 feet with the stipulations that's in the motion? We need an aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. Oh, okay, the next item. You thought that was long. Okay.
The next item. The next item is a drain board deputy. My understanding is we reappoint her yearly, or the deputy, I should say her.
And I have a brief note here from Amy. It says, I am asking that you reassign me as a drinking board deputy for the year 2026. Is there any discussion on that? If not, I'll entertain a motion to reappoint.
So move. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Congratulations, Amy.
I would have agreed unanimously.
Mike has no problem with that, I'm sure. Okay, next item, brush spray.
Brush spray quotes. There we go. We have sent out the quotes, requests for the people listed here, the businesses that we could identify as selling chemicals in our area. The last 2 years, or last years, we've only been Lehman Feed Mill and Everett Seed and Chemical have responded. So we'll get no later than January 5th, and we'll review on the drainage board meeting. January 1. So I wanted to get your input, and if you, what your feelings are we going far enough on this? We're staying in the county. To get more, we probably have to go out of the county, which wouldn't be bad for us, but for the farmers.
That's up to you. I mean, you've got,
So you need to do that. You got plenty.
you got more than sufficient.
All right, yep,
Is that, how many different chemicals is that for? Is it Tordon and?
Tordon for the stump treatment, Crossbow or the generics for the brush spray. What I'm gonna, we've been I shouldn't say messing around. We've been trialing aquatic glyphosate also for cattails and for Johnson grass. That's the two that are in our ditches. As a drainage board, 2 years ago, I bought 5 gallons of it, and I've been divvying that out to guys that I know are gonna responsibly spray them, because you have to directional spray that. So you don't wanna kill the banks. And it looks like it takes 2 or 3 treatments of that glyphosate, aquatic glyphosate, to kill cattails.
Cattails are deep rooted.
Yeah. And whether they're, now, so we know enough, I know it can do it, and they can do it. Are they gonna stay dead? I don't think so. And when you kill cattails like that, they smell like hog manure. I don't know, something about them roots and the decay in there.
So Mike, so once you get the quotes from these 9 vendors.
Yeah.
Then does that mean that person comes in and wants a gallon per mile of Crossbro, they can go to any of the 9, or are we gonna limit it?
Only the ones that will give us a bid and to have the agreement to do that. And we've only had the 2.
What if one of these, their bid is $15 more than the other lowest ones?
I don't know how much we were. They were slightly higher, one from the other.
So you're
last year.
willing to let the vendor go
We
anywhere?
accepted them because
Okay.
it was Lehman Feed and Everett, so north and south.
Yeah.
If you want to change that, that's the way the policy has been.
Well, I'm just asking if the bids are really significantly different, are we still gonna permit them to go to one that's the highest?
Well,
Because
you
it's
award a
convenient for them.
You award a north price and a south price. The low price for the,
Seems to me like there was some discussion last year about going back to the high bidder and asking them if they would match the low bidder's quote before we
did.
submitted.
And
And it feels to me like if it was dramatically different,
Oh,
that's probably the direction I would ask to go.
And-
yeah, I mean, if we're talking $15 difference, that's a big jump. I
Right.
mean, you know, what's going on, but if you're only talking a buck and a half, it's like, oh, yeah.
Well, the person that's going after a guy on a crossbow or whatever, they don't really, they got the voucher that says I owe nothing. They don't know what the cost is.
Yeah,
It's up to
right.
us.
Right.
Let's look at the bids. Let's have bridge, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
You can handle procedures for award once you get the bids.
There
Okay,
you go.
all right, well, go ahead.
One thing I
In other
noticed-
words, we're, no action on this.
No, this is.
Does anyone have a problem with accepting bids from these? Nine.
No, get as many as you can.
Okay,
Last year, the higher bidder did lower the cost.
Okay.
For us. And the low bidder is presently how they're operating. They know how much they spent this year and last year, or how much they sold, and they're buying it now. And there's a little difference in the cost because they're willing to carry the overhead through the year at no charge for us.
okay, so, no problem with Mike getting the quote. Okay, go ahead, Mike. Number 6.
The next one is the Highway Department, Adams County Highway Engineer Report. This is a copy of the engineer's report for Adams County Highway. They are requesting approval from the Drainage Board to operate these culverts in our right of way. Am I right on that? They're accepting our drainage right of way
Yeah,
to
so,
operate here.
yeah, the plan is to replace these structures. And if you notice, I got one in there twice, but there is just.
Yeah.
6 structures for 2026. But, we'll be doing, during the replacement of those, we'll be doing work within the county drainage right of way that would be outside the highway right of way, just the nature of doing construction, so. Before I start putting culvert pipes in that will redirect or channelize your open ditches, it's gonna best to come back to you and make sure you're aware of it, what the size is. Make sure you're on board in case we ever get challenged by a property owner or a landowner in the vicinity, so.
In instances where the additional right or the land needed stretches beyond the road right of way and the drainage right of way, then we're getting probably easements for those or getting
To do that.
right away.
And I typically just do these with these culvert pipes because it's channelized, it's fairly narrow,
Yeah.
limited work there. There's no need to increase the road right of way, but the pipes are extended beyond the potentially.
You're staying within the 75 foot.
But we're within the 75 foot.
Yep. Okay.
So that's the intent.
So I would say the motion would want to include working in our right of way and accepting. the
75 foot.
project. Yeah.
Highway department is contractors.
Yours, highway, your right of way is what?
It varies.
Typically 40 feet, 20 feet from the center.
20 feet from the center.
Typically, there's some that are different.
Okay, so what you're asking for is the additional footage that the drainage board controls.
So that our contractors can work in your right of way.
Okay,
I make a motion to approve, allowing highway department and or their contractors to work in the right of way to, replace the small culvert or small structures as listed.
second to that motion,
Second.
JD, okay. Any additional, discussion?
No, I think this is a good deal for us because they are fixing a lot of the flows problems
Right.
that exist.
Absolutely.
Across, yeah. So it's a win-win for us too. So all in favor, aye? Motion's carried. Brad?
Nate?
Motion's carried. Okay, number 7.
Number 7, additional appropriation. This is information only also. I am requesting additional appropriation from the council next week, right? That's Tuesday. We have a couple of them that are running close. We're anticipating not using it, right, Amy? But if it need be, we're gonna try to cover it. Our budget's running really close. We have no extras in it. So we're just trying to anticipate if there is something needed here the rest of the year that we can pay for that.
Yeah.
So, any,
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I have no problem with it, but is the council going to grant an additional appropriation if they don't know how much they're granting.
Well, we're asking for.
You've got a dollar amount,
Yeah, we're
right?
asking.
Oh,
for
you got a dollar amount? Okay.
Yeah, and I don't
okay.
have that in front of me. Do you recall?
No, that's
What we had wrote up? I got it all in my paper. I didn't carry that.
That's their call. Any problem with Mike going before council?
No.
No, okay, Mike, no motion on this, we're just giving you permission to do your thing here.
Okay, good.
Number 8, invoices paid or no?
This is the Amstutz Long.
Emphasis on again,
Legal open drain, though we dipped it, did not get it leveled or seeded this fall. For some reason, that sediment that comes out of there is a little bit tacky and mucky. You couldn't level the slime. So he's gonna wait, we're gonna do it next spring. When conditions are fit, I wouldn't say the spring is gonna be fit either. So I'm just telling you, so we paid the bill, but didn't pay the seeding yet. Is that correct, Amy?
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we paid the $11,425 was paid on that, but
You don't think it's gonna sprout when we have a
Well,
wind
it's gonna
chill
get-
10 below for Friday morning?
I'll guarantee you that it's gonna get green there with what we planted.
Yes, it will.
Weeds. Okay, so.
That was a stipulation from the IDEM and the DNR. that we-
So what you're telling us is you're gonna seed this spring?
We're gonna treat it when it's fit. I'm
Fit,
not saying
right.
it's gonna be spring.
Well, more than likely. Okay, no action on this, just information, right, Mike?
Yep, just information. Yep, that's what most of these are.
Next item.
The Berger system, Turkers Kenny tile, this is the one that you guys split 50-50 to replace part of the legal open drain on that, and we paid the bill of $2,544.90, our 50% share. It's really good to get these in the minutes, because as we look back in 10 years, it's nice to see. So any comments on that?
Is the project done? Project's done?
Yeah, it's finished. Yeah,
Okay.
it's completed.
Okay, good information on that. Number 10.
This is relocating the Denier Lehrman system and relocating the Anderson tile. And some of you guys probably were not even on the drainage board when we started that 2 years ago. It was approved, and we got the bill $5,332.20. If you remember, this system was disturbed. It was blocked off because the joiners up to the north of it plowed tile in right through our legal tile. Got them to fix all that, and in this whole process, we routed around the woods that's there. And the guys now, since it's flowing again and it's looking good, they'd like to continue that tile between this one and where the repairs were done by the farmer. I'll bring that one next time. We didn't get a quote on that yet, so there's a proposal. And I have to talk to them again on that, so just information again.
Okay,
If you
any
want to see what
questions to Mike on the information on the Detmer? Detmer? If not, we're gonna move on to the Andrews.
the Andrews watershed, this is the Monroe holding pond, the detention pond there. It was in bad shape. The cover was busted down. That culvert pipe that was around there was busted
It was a
loose.
mess. It was a mess.
We had an agreement, I think I brought this to you guys last time, that we would cover $1,300 for the labor. And we bought the horse fence from Lehman Feed that they did there, and they supported it, and they attached that back in there. It was really above my expectations, so.
Wow.
The bill is on the next sheet for the horse panel, $92.75.
And who did the work?
Backroads Excavating, Don Bergdahl
Okay,
and Marty
yep.
Martin.
Oh, I see the bill here. Good.
Yeah. So.
You don't need any action on this, it's done and taken care of.
Yeah, it's done. So I just want to tell you that they exceeded my expectations here. They did a really nice job, and that was in one day. They drove down and got the panel. I told them we just buy the panel. So
Any questions on the Monroe project? Looks like it was done well.
Yep, you got the invoice for that on the back page there.
Yep.
Okay.
Page four, or page,
And that all came out of the system.
out of the system, yeah, out of the yellow,
Andrews.
Anderson.
Okay, is there anything else to
Andrew
go to the
system.
order for today's meeting? Mike, you have anything else? you
I don't
need to
have anything else.
Talk about?
Just continuing.
So
Okay,
move to adjourn.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Alright.
Return. Wanna discontinue the live portion here?
Good.
Thank you, guys.